What's going on, world? Welcome to another Mitch Talk episode. I'm Kyron Montero, and it's obviously not just about me. It's about the growth of and the forwarding of audio engineering and music in general. So it is my honor to help whoever is watching. Today is September 12th, 2015. Beautiful Saturday afternoon. We're here in Engage Studios where I rock at and work at. And it's just an honor. And today we're going to talk about the importance of headphone mixing during tracking sessions. Once again, the importance of headphone mixing during tracking sessions. So we're not going to be long. In order to do this, you have to have an interface system of some sort that allows you to do it outside of your DAW that you use, your DAW, aka recording software for those who don't know. Artists, and I can say this because I'm an artist myself, and have been and have performed around the country and recorded many albums myself. And anyways, as human beings, especially artists, we rely on cues, and I know as an engineer you think the most glorious thing is how that compression sounds, or how that certain microphone sounds, or preamp, or whatever it might be, but the honest truth is that especially when it comes to vocalists, they're really the star of the show in the song. And so it's really important that you help them, you help capture the best performance possible. It's all about the performance in a tracking session. And not just for the vocals, rather somebody playing acoustic guitar, drums, whatever it might be. It's all about getting the best performance. But what I'm talking about especially aimed at vocalists. And so if you have a system, we use the PreSonus Audio Bots 1818 VSL, $500 interface, incredible. I think it can match with any others like, a UAD Apollo interfaces and other ones that have this capability. But basically, you can do a mix that is only routed to the headphones of the performer, and basically it can sound like a record in the headphones. So you can do some filtering, use a noise gate, EQ and compression, different effects like reverb and delays. Basically you can make it sound like a record in the headphones. It doesn't record like that. It records dry, but the whole reason of doing that is that if it sounds like a record in the headphones, ultimately it's going to make them perform better. That's what it's about. It's about getting the best performance out of them. I think that from being in situations to where, I tracked for many years without that, and then being in a situation where I've tracked a lot with it, I don't think that you can get the same result out of an artist if you just let them hear themselves 100% totally just the dead acoustics of the studio, and then you let them hear themselves basically where it sounds like a final record in the headphones. They're going to go in there and they're just going to kill it way better. And then if you don't have outboard gear, a good thing is that you can set the software to post fader, and you can record the signal processing that goes on, such as the EQ and compression and gating and filtering and all of that. So it's really good. So I know it's not the most exciting thing to hear, but I just think that I don't track much. I'm known for mastering. I mix and master equally probably. But the important thing when I do track people, the number one thing is to try to get the best performance out of them, period. So being able to do headphone mixes definitely helps the artist feel more comfortable, hear themselves in ways in the headphones that they just can't, just being dry, EQing it a certain kind of way, rolling off some of the low end from the vocals, bringing out some of the mid, adding a little top, compressing it, 4 to 6 dB, just a little bit, just to make it sound like a record, throwing a little bit of reverb on there, man. It makes a big difference. Just having it totally dry and then making it sound like a record. So I would suggest looking into some interfaces that provide that. If you don't, and if you do have interfaces that provide and you're not using it, you need to learn your gear and you need to start offering your clients better services so that they can perform better, because ultimately tracking is all about performance. Headphone mixes during the tracking session allow that performance to be even greater for an artist. So go look into that. Good day to everybody. Go make some good music. See you next time.